Hello, all my beautiful blubbering beluga big bags. I'm so happy to see all of your smiling faces today. You're a little sunburned. Just a second. Just gonna get some of this sunscreen on your face, okay? Just gonna. You're so pasty. You're so pale. I gotta protect you from the sun. I don't want you burning. Okay, perfect. Now, my name is Camp Counselor Jamie. Some of you know me, but those of you that are new to this camp here, Big Bag Academy, you might not know who I am. I'm going to be your wilderness guide today. Today, we're going to be familiarizing ourselves with this place called the outdoors. I know some of you have heard of it. Has anyone ever actually been to the outdoors here? Anybody? Okay, has anybody ever touched grass? Have any of you touched grass before? Okay. No one has touched grass. Nobody? Yes, does anyone know where the outdoors is? Yes. It was the place where Pocahontas lived. Yes. The Uber Eats driver. Yes, he comes from there, yeah. I'm sorry, what was that? No, it's not a myth. It is a real place, boys and girls. A real place. And a beautiful place at that. Yeah. A place that we're going to see later today. So, I'm going to pass this around. This is just a sample from what the great outdoors provides. Okay? Calm down. Okay, here, everyone gets to pass it around. This is called a leaf. Yeah, have you ever seen one before? You think so? Okay, here, go ahead and pass that around for me, sweetie, okay? Yeah. It's okay, it's not a salad. Okay, it's not a salad, I would not do that to you. No, we are not doing exposure therapy in that sense here, no. It is called a plant. Yeah. A lot of people like to eat those, but a lot of animals do too. Cows, for example. Yes, you like cows. You look like one. Okay, so today we are going to see a lot of these plants, okay? All around us. We're also going to see a lot of animals. It's true, a lot of animals live in the outdoors. Yeah, I know. You'll get a chance to touch grass. You'll get a chance to maybe touch and or just see an animal in the wild. I know. Now, I want us to try and get to know some of these animals before we go out there and engage with them in person. Yeah, because I don't want anything to happen like it did last time. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. Last time I had a wilderness adventure in the outdoors. One of the campers, they saw a chicken. They happened to recognize what a chicken was. Yeah. They tried to eat its nuggets. Yeah. Yeah, the farmer wasn't too happy about that. The rooster wasn't either, no. That is not where chicken nuggets come from, by the way, children. It's not. No. Okay. So, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and familiarize ourselves with some of these animals. Okay? We're going to be reading and looking at a few pictures from this magazine here, The American Frontier. I know, it's so great, isn't it? I love books like this. Very beautiful artistry here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. You guys really like your smoothies, don't you? You guys are just... Well, I'm glad you're all taking your health so seriously. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started while you drink your protein shakes. Okay? Okay. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a picture of an animal or two. Yeah. These are all indigenous to this part of the country as well. Okay. The American Frontier. There's so many beautiful pictures. The Roanoke Colony, the Pilgrims. We'll learn more about this stuff later. Yeah. More of the wilds. Brutal stuff. There, Daniel Boone. You see him there. Yeah, scary. Scary. Yeah. And here we have predator and prey. You see all these animals here? Yeah. So, I'm sorry, what? The fat one, which one? This one? That one right there, is that the one you're talking about right there? No, sweetie. That's a bear. They'll eat you. Yeah, you can't eat that one. Although some people do. If you go to the exotic meats store, they'll have some for you in the form of steak. Very expensive stuff and very greasy, bear is. Okay, everyone get a chance to look. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read about a couple of these so you can get familiarized. We see plenty of gray wolves out here. Yeah, we do. And a lot of campers think they can tame them because they see them as cute little doggies, and they are not to be tamed. They'll eat you. Now let's read. This here is a wolf. Unfortunately, the folktale fears and superstitions associated with wolves in Europe were imported to the New World. As settlers emerged on the apex predator's habitat and competed for white-tailed deer, wolfpacks turned to livestock, all but sealing their fate to be hunted and trapped to the edge of extermination. These are not for eating. Elk, however, many people have eaten elk and say that it is delicious. You guys want me to read about the elk? Okay, you little carnivores. An elk, now associated with the country's mountain west. Elk once freely roamed the east southern Appalachian foothills. Recognized by their distinctive bulging call, eastern elk were hunted for meat, hides, and the large antlers that could be fashioned into tools. Thus, the last elk in North Carolina were eliminated by the late 1700s, and Tennessee half a century later. That's so sad. They used to be all the way down south, and now they are not because daddies like you decided to eat them all. Daddies like you decided to eat these guys into near extinction. I'm sorry. I also enjoy venison, so I can't say anything. It's okay. This is the point of education. Yeah? The beaver. The beaver. We're gonna read a little bit about this one. Okay. Okay. If Europe prized one thing most from the New World, it was beaver pelts used to make felt hats. It's not a stretch to say that the industrious semi-aquatic dam builders were the cornerstone of the North American fur trade, and therefore instrumental in making early settlements viable. Fortunately, the beaver population survived the onslaught. Yeah. That's not nice. Do not call Deborah a beaver. She is a very beautiful, but look a big back. Okay. Oh wow. I've never seen a troop of campers so passionate about their health. You guys are just guzzling down those protein shakes, aren't you? You really, really love them, don't you? Oh, that makes me happy. You guys are going to be very strong on our hike out into the wilderness. Okay, let's continue a little bit more, yeah? Which of these would you like me to read about next? You can go ahead and decide for the group. The turkey, the cougar, bison, black bear, or the rattlesnake. The black bear. You did ask about black bear steaks earlier. Okay, I'll read it for you. The black bear. Urus americanus was so populous in the eastern woodlands that contact with humans was as common as it was unsettling. If surprised or provoked, the black bear's strength and ferocity could make it quite deadly, kind of like with The Revenant. I recommend you watch that movie if you really want to see what the outdoors was like. Yeah. Great American movie. Once frontiersmen learned its habits, bears were trapped and hunted for hides, meat, and even fat that was rendered into oil for lamps. Do you think you could hunt one of those boys right there? Do you think you could take down a black bear? I don't know. Okay, who wants to choose the next animal? We'll do one more, okay? You already chose. You can. Okay, perfect. Which of these animals do? The turkey. Of course. Yeah, we can read about the turkey. You sure you don't want to choose a turkey? Okay, well, we'll read about the wild turkey here. Wild turkey. Even though turkey probably wasn't on the menu at the first Thanksgiving in 1621, have a second helping of oyster stew. It was common to the southeastern woodlands and frontier larders. Protein-starved early settlers. Protein, you guys know all about that. Protein-starved early settlers had to be happy to discover this plump North American native bird that couldn't fly too far from their muskets. Pew, pew, pew. You want to catch a turkey today? You want to catch a lot of turkeys today? Maybe you can. We're going to be going out later today with a few weapons. Yes, weapons. Just to defend ourselves. against any predators we might encounter. Human and animal. Yeah. They like to lurk in these woods. We've had to put in restraining orders. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look further. Trail of Bone. Here we are. Here are some of the weapons of the frontier. There is the long rifle, the tomahawk right there. Yeah. There is sort of like an axe. Yeah, but it's not an axe, no. There is the powder horn. It's an ingenious idea when you think about it. Take a hollowed horn of a cow, ox, or buffalo. Use the wide end for filling it up, and the narrow end for guiding gunpowder into the rifle when loading. A thick stoppers on both ends to keep the powder dry, and a loop string to carry at your side. Handy. They used every part of the animal. Yeah. Not really, but the natives definitely did. Yeah. This is a Bowie knife here. Long rifle, very long rifle. We have a bullet bag. They keep the bullets. And here we have a bullet mold. A bullet mold is to mold chunks of metal into bullet shapes. Yeah, I'll read a little bit about it. Bullet mold. Yep. Can't just swing by the old ammo shop when you're deep in the wilderness. He's right, you can't. On a long hunt. Instead, mountain men would pack a few chunks of lead to melt over a campfire in a bowl or ladle. Skim off impurities and pour into a mold that matched the calibers of their weapons. Isn't that interesting? And then, of course, the shotgun. Fun fact, my grandpa had to use a shotgun on my second boyfriend ever. He just wouldn't leave me alone. Second fun fact, he's actually one of the men out in the woods. Always trying to catch me off guard, so we gotta stay strapped. Yeah. Okay. Tools and a bunch of other things I will show you when we're out there, okay? There are so many beautiful illustrations. This is a hunting dog. My cousins used to have hunting dogs. They would go hunting boar out in Alabama. Crazy stuff. Strong dogs. Watched. Beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Beautiful, beautiful illustrations. Very gorgeous. Very beautiful, gorgeous illustrations. We're not going to be looking over into this because these don't pertain. Oh, they do pertain to us. This is what can happen to you if you get too close to one of those bears we were talking about. You see how big they are? You see how big they are? They're really, really big. They'll eat you up. Might take a second for them to chew because you're so blubbery, you know, so tickly and gelatinous. It'll probably take them a couple of days to chew through your flesh, but they'll do it. They're very persistent creatures. I think that this is enough, though. There's another. Yeah. You don't want to go outdoors anymore. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, we're gonna go outside. Don't you worry. Don't any of you worry. I stay strapped. I do. I do. And I'm a really good shot. Marksman back in the military. I have the ribbons and everything to prove it. Okay. Well, I'm happy to give you guys a brief cinnamon roll flavor. Oh my goodness, thank you. I've been wanting to try one of these for a while now, yeah. Yeah, they seem like they probably taste okay. I just... Sweetheart, that is not a protein shake. No, it's not. Sweetie, who gave this to you? Who gave this to you? Man, you need to have a talk.